Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be making my hair sort of like a DIY. So I had to get my neighbor to help me section the hair because I didn't want to waste too much of time sectioning the hair. So the braids I did was knotless braid with this color. It's two combination, colors orange and color wine. So I don't know the number of the at extension, but I know that the wine is 35, but the orange I don't know what number of the color it is. So I started off from the side. Um, Making your hair, I must confess, is not an easy thing. So you must have the interest or the zeal to finish it, because one thing is about starting it and then the other one is finishing it. So I started from the side, like I said, and I was going braids after braids. So what I did for this hair was, before I start to make each braid, I section the extension on my legs, or probably put it somewhere where you can easily reach it, so that you can be taking it bit by bit. Like, it's knotless braids, and it's not like the normal braids where you just take attachment once and braid that one until it finishes. On this type of hair, you take attachments in bits for that strand of braid, finish it, then you start another one. That's how this hairstyle is. So I finished up this first one. I was pleased with what I had done. I looked at it in the mirror and it was looking good. Although, because of the color of my hair, it looked like I didn't use attachments to braid the scalp. So I said, okay, instead of braiding my natural hair for long before I put my first extension, I'll try to just braid once. Like, when you want to start your knotless braid, you start with your hair, braid it 1, 2, maybe 3 before you put your first extension. So when I made the first braid, I said, oh no, let me put the extension earlier than I did for the first one. So I kept on braiding the hair and I was loving what I was saying. And but I wouldn't say my hands ached me. I didn't feel any pain on my hands, but it's just that when I was making the hair, I was looking at time, because I actually made the hair in the night and I wanted to go to work the next day morning. So it meant that I should finish the hair before it became midnight, so that I can have like sort of enough sleep before I hit the road again for my shift for the next day. So they say, oh, work and no play makes Nelly a dog girl, and I didn't want to be a dog girl. So from time to time during the making of the hair, I'll play a little and then I'll come back again. So I thought that, okay, whilst making this hair, what kind of content can I create for TikTok? I tried to do this Kiss Daniels, Maraba, something. I won't lie, it didn't work out. I ended up wasting time for that one, which impacted on the time for the hair. So I braided one side, and I said, okay, let me finish one half of the hair before moving to the other half. Or on the other hand, I thought about it. No, let me just go with the flow. Anywhere my hand touches, I'll just braid. So if you want to make this hair, when you braid your hair like once, go with your first extension. Put the extension at the where your hand is on that your hair, because you can't see the hair. Even if you try to see it with the mirror, it's not as when you are looking at it directly with your eyes, eye to the hair, not eye to the mirror. So in making your own hair, you try to use your sense organs, your touch sense organ. So when you touch it, like, it will send a message to your brain to tell you where exactly you are putting the extension. And it's your touch organ, your touch sense organ, that will help you make a good hair. If not, I'm sorry, you're not going to make a good hair. So I tried my best possible to be consistent with making the hair, and not to probably sleep on during the course of making the hair then wake up again. No, I said no. If I sleep, anything that will make me to sleep, I will sleep to the next day. And I didn't want to carry half hair to work. So I kept on going, kept on pushing. The zeal was there. So whatever you do, don't give up, because I almost gave up on this hair. But because I had it in mind that I'll be going to work the next day, I said no, I was not going to give up. I was not going to keep it and continue later. So I kept on pushing. And then I braided and braided and braided until I got to this point. So whilst I was doing this, I was watching a video on my phone. I was watching a video, that's why you see me looking downwards. So I'll take extension, put it, and put the next extension. Make sure I'm putting it where I stopped the last one. And because it's knotless braid, and I'm trying to hide where I put the extension. When I put one extension, I'll braid it, and I'll turn the other hand to the other side. If you're watching this, you should know what I'm explaining. And then when I put all the extension, I turn my hand and then braid downwards. That's what I kept on doing until I finished. So when I started the hair, I started with a particular length. So the length was too short for me. I'm like, since this hair is not going to be very focused, I know get power for plenty hair. So I said, since the hair was not going to be very full, let me make the length long. But when I started the hair, the first 5 that I made, they were short. So I said, okay, no problem. When I finish the whole of the hair, I can go back to these 5 and add to the length. So this is me making the middle part of 1/2. And I think at this point I had, say, maybe 6 more to make before I'll finish. If you notice, I am putting the hair extension at the part where my hand is. So it's not easy to make your own hair. It's not easy, I must confess. So before you start, think about it twice. Is this something you can do? Don't start what you cannot finish. Because imagine you now making your hair halfway and then you couldn't finish it, and then you go to a salon and say, help me complete the other half. It's not gonna work. I don't know why I'm just getting beep on my phone now that I'm doing voice over, but this is me making the last one. I couldn't contain my joy that I finished. Okay. So when I tell people that I made my hair myself, they'll be like, how? But yeah, it's the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our sight. It wasn't me that made this hair. It was God that was using my hands to make the hair. So let this be an inspiration to you. Learn a craft, learn to do things for yourself, save some money, use that money for something else. It's just me encouraging you in my own little way. If you feel like you should tap into it, then go ahead. Otherwise, keep going to the salon to spend some money. At this point, I would like to tell you that if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and join this family. Because on this channel, we learn stuff, DIY stuff, inspirational stuff, marriage stuff, children, kids stuff, a lot of things that we learn on this channel. So if you feel like you want to tap into this, why don't you smash the subscribe button and join the family? Okay? So guys, when I finished braiding the hair, I thought about the tip. So I braided the hair halfway because I had the intention of coiling the tip. So I used these rollers that I bought from Wilco. It's a store here in Manchester, England. So and I think you can find it wherever you are because it's everywhere. So I got the rollers and then wrap my hair strands around the roller several times, and I try to make sure that the wrapping is very tight, because if it's not tight and you put hot water, your coils is not going to last. So I did it very tight, and then I dipped it into hot water. I made sure that the water was really hot, steamingly hot. So imagine me putting hot water on my own braids. Whilst I was doing that, I was scared. I was like, okay, so what if this hot water pours me? That one is me covering myself. I like Okay, so when I finished this, I made sure I had not boiled the water, because if I had boiled the water and I'm rolling the hair, the water will be getting cold. So I finished rolling the hair, then I went to get the water boiled. So I got a bucket and a towel, and then I started pouring the hot water on the towel. The steam from this water almost cooked my face. As I was pouring it, the steam was just coming to my face. I couldn't even breathe, and I wanted to make sure that the hot water gets to like the top part of the hair. As I was going top, you know how the temptation is coming. Go for that top, go up. I said, I beg, it's okay. Before I go and burn myself, enough is enough. So when I finished putting the hair inside hot water, I was too tired to even loosen the hair that night. I said, okay, let me just manage. I tried to lose the hair, but no energy to film the aftermath of the hair. I just used towel to damp the hair, and then the next day I made this finished look. So this is the finished look of my struggle the previous night. And this wasn't even the next day, it was some 2-3 days after the day I made the hair. The hair is not really full, because that's what I didn't want it to be full. I do not have energy. I'd carried my normal hair, my natural hair like that for a long time, and combing it every day was really not good for me. So that's why I thought, okay, let me just do something on my hair. So if you think you like this color, you can mix it. It's orange and wine. Yeah, orange and color 35. You can wrap this hair however you want it. I'll try and do a video showing you different ways that I style my hair. Please again hit the subscribe button and join the family. I'll see you again in my next video. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, share it to your friends, to your family, to your sisters, your brothers, and everybody shareable. I'll see you again once more. Until then, I love you guys. Bye.